So to create my actual journal, folded the sheet of A4 that came in the, A5 that came in the pack. And then I'm going to bob the die up to the fold. Just hold that in place with a little bit of low tack tape. And get that through my die machine. So it's come out the die machine, and I don't know if you can see, but there's some little score lines there. So I've gone over them just with my scoreboard. And then I'm going to fold it in on the second score line, fold it back on itself and fold it in again on that second score line, and then that first one, and that first one at this side as well. So you should have a tiny little spine there that will go that way. And it's them spines that mean that you can add more bulk. If you don't want to do that bit, you don't have to. Bob that to one side for now. So I want to create a layer to go on here. So to do that, I'm actually going to cut the pages, but instead of folding it, I'm just going to bob it on like that. And I'll trim this part off once it's been through the machine. So it'll look like this when it comes out the die machine. And that's because I haven't folded it down here like I would do if I wanted to create the pages for in the book. But there is a score line there, so I'm just going to go down that score line with my guillotine. So that's creating me a perfect layer, which I am going to put on there at one point, but not quite yet. Because what I want to do is I want to cut the big intricate butterfly out of this black. So I want to line it up so that its middle... the middle of that butterfly is in line with the edge of my green here. In fact, no I don't. I want to line it up so that the middle of that's in line with my black. I think that'll work better. And I'm just going to hold that in place on the black itself with a little bit of tape. And then bob that through the die cutting machine. So that's been through there. I'm just going to have to use my tweezers to poke out any excess bits. I have absolutely no idea where my pokey tool's gone. This is one of the dilemmas of having a 13-year-old that also likes to craft. Tools are never quite where you left them. In fact, to be fair, this is one of the dilemmas of having a 13-year-old. Nothing's ever where you left it, including hairbrushes. And then that is going to go on there like that. Look absolutely beautiful. So actually, before I get that stuck down, I'm going to bob it back through the die machine with the how shall I describe that, with the the slits, with the two slit die about there, and then a fastener will sit there, but just under the black and not under the green as well when we eventually get that on the front panel. And then also, before I get it put on, I've used this frame here in the bright pink, which is going to go here, but I want to cut the word love out so that it is the green that we see through underneath. So I'm just going to line it up roughly with where I want it. And I'll get that back through the die machine. So I'm going to use some of my least favourite crafting creation ever, and that is double-sided tape. I hate the stuff. I spend half my life swearing at it and the other half trying to get the back off of it. But this will work beautifully because I don't want any of that liquid glue to poke through this intricate butterfly. And I want to be able to get it very secure very quickly and fasten parts off. So I don't want the part what am I trying to say? I don't want my fastener to end up going too far under here. So if I've got my tape there, it can't. So I've cut my tag die using the same piece of the green card that we're using for the base. And I've cut a piece of black just to go over the top. I'm going to glue that on, and then we'll put that into the front fastener so we can figure out where we need to put the back piece in so that we can actually hold it on. So I'm just going to fast forward you. Sorry, I'm just going to put you on super speed while I glue this up. So in order to line it up, I've put my tab through my fastener at the front. I'm just going to fold it around and put a pencil mark on the back just so that we've got an idea of where we want it to go. Because I have put the tab I can't find a pencil. I have put the tab quite far forward on the front, so I don't want to not be able to fasten it. Put the fastener quite far forward on the front. So we want enough that it stays closed. So I'm going to remove that, open this back out, and I'm just going to bob the single die on there like that and just secure it with a little bit of tape, and we'll get that through the machine. Then our fasten tab will go through there and fasten on the front like so. So the first page is actually going to be a piece of the vellum, so I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to bob the page die, so the one without the tab on, up against the corner, the fold, and again that needs taping in. Don't know how much tack's left on that bit of tape. I'll do. And then get that through the die cutting machine. So I've cut that out, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the large word stamp with some stays on ink. I think I've only got brown, but it'll work fine. Just bob that in there. So I'm going to bob it probably a little bit off centre actually, towards the bottom there, that'll be nice. We use some stays on. It is in saddle brown. So that's dry. It would have looked better, I think, if it was in black. I don't have black. It is on my wish list, but so's a lottery win. This is going to be the first page, so slide that over there for now. And then we'll figure out what we're doing with the rest of it. And the fastener is super easy. So you use this piece, that bit pokes out, and then it literally slides through there. And you flick it over like a paper clip, and then that's it done. So that is really, really easy to achieve. Super pretty actually. I'm quite impressed with this. So I hope that's helped if you weren't really sure what you were doing with it. Thank you ever so much for watching, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.